All right, we got Texas A&M offense against Texas today. We're jumping right in. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly just in a few plays that I saw when I was going over this in preparation for this Miami game upcoming this weekend. We're going to start with the good. So let's just jump right into it. We got a 3rd and 2 here, midfield, and this is what I'm going to call scheming your runs open, right? So this is just excellent play design and play calling. So Texas in this ball game has been running a ton of single high looks, whether it was cover 1 or cover 3 or match coverage or just all sorts of stuff. The main theme here is this single high safety. So Texas A&M's response to this is we're going to put 3 receivers into the boundary here as far over as we possibly can. We're going to force you guys to come up with answers here. So we're going to get a linebacker that's cheating over because they're in zone coverage. Safety's cheating over. We got 2 guys over here. Texas has 4 over 3. They are worried about the screen game. That is the whole point, right? So now, if we're looking at a run count here, we are leaving him unblocked and him unblocked, and that leaves us with this box because we got all this grass to work with. Okay, so we're looking at 3 6-man box. We have a ball carrier, a tight end now, and we got 5 offensive linemen because we know we're going to run to the side. So what we're going to end up getting here is halfback power. And I really do think like this is one step away from could have been a touchdown. Basically, it's just a hell of an effort from that field side corner just to make a play here on the edge. Number 3, yeah, just way to make him cut back inside. And really, to be honest with you, I think Ruben Owens trips on turf here. Like this is man. We're running for days if he's at full speed. So this next play is eerily similar to the last. So Texas, we can tell that they're in zone. Not only have they been running it the whole time, but it's just based on alignment, right? Like where are our eyes? What are we doing as defensive backs here? Single high safety again. We're pushing guys. You know, our receivers are out here into the boundary. And it's kind of like a wing formation. So you got 2 tight ends over here, and we're gonna get a speed option out here to the field side. It's just a phenomenal job at like really forcing the edge here, just scheming runs. Right, I'm gonna show you the end zone copy here. So we're taking advantage of a soft edge. This is really what it is, right? This is a hard edge. This is a soft edge. We have 1 guy on the outside. We're going to pull these 2, lead blocker or kind of option player. It really depends on what kind of play design or call coaching staff you have, what looks you get. But to me, it looks like he's looking for the ball, realizes he ain't going to get the ball, and now he becomes a +1. So great job setting the edge here. And then it's just a matter of like, if I'm Marcel Reed, it's 1-on-1, right? I mean, we do as good of a job as we can blocking this thing. Just take what they give you, man. They're giving you 20 yards on the ground. That's what you're going to get. Okay, so following this game's conclusion a couple weeks ago, I feel like Texas A&M fans were kind of, I mean, on the defensive side of the football is one thing, but reactionary to the offense, like why didn't we take more shots? Why didn't we? And you guys let me know if this is true, if this is actually what some of you guys were feeling when you were watching this game. But this is an example of like, it's not ugly. It's just like we tried to take a shot and we couldn't take a shot. So we're going to get a rotation into single high here. I believe Taffy's the one that adds down here. But, what Texas has been doing to 3-by-1 formation, so 1, 2, 3, and you actually have a 4th threat here to that side of the field with the running back. They've been playing a lot of man-to-man on the solo side. So A&M knows this by now, this far in the game, so they're going to actually just clear him out and then run basically like crossers into it, right? He's going to motion out and kind of stop. Could be a dig, could be a stop. Play kind of ends a little bit early. And then you get the back on the flat. So this is just an example of like, hey, we tried to take shots. I mean, just look at this post-snap picture. There's a couple things I want to take a look at here. Number one, this edge for Texas gets excellent pocket disruptance here and really forces the mechanics of Marcel Reed to change here on this throw. So the reason we're stopping here is because we need to look. So covered, he's the clear out. These guys do an excellent job here passing this off. So let's take a look at that. So he's got his eyes here, making sure that he's going to take the first crosser here. And with his hips to the inside, now he's working to that deep over. So we have these two boxed, and then he's the clear out. So the real read here, if I'm Marcel Reed, I'm looking at this. But not only is it the pocket disruptance that's getting you to move off of it, it's also just think about how tight of a throw this is. Like, let's pretend for a second here that our mechanics are solid. We would have to throw that just looking at our feet placement and where our head's at. We'd have to throw that right now. Like with this windup, that ball would have to be right over his head. And I just don't think that's realistic. Like, you guys just got covered straight up. And the ability to disrupt the pocket is really what turns this check down into a late throw and ultimately ruled down here for a short game. So for this one, I'm just going to show you the end zone copy here. The tight end's going to motion over, and we're going to get outside zone going this way. This is really, first off, 91's an animal. Okay, that's the first thing I want to point out. The second thing is that our pad level at right tackle here, we're doing too much here. Like, we're playing too high. I mean, this is just a bad rep in general for him against what looks like to me an NFL caliber defensive end here. I mean, good Lord. I feel bad for not knowing 91's name. Is that Ethan Burke? I mean, that's just teach tape, dude. But no, it's our pad level's too high. He gets hands on us before our hands. Like, look at our hands, man. We're just like T-Rex in this thing. Like, this is a freak athlete. I mean, their right tackle is no small guy. I mean, look at him. He looks long. And we're just not getting our hands on anyone. And that is just, whew. But the reason I'm showing you this is that Miami's got one of these kids too. You know, number 4 on their defensive line is a freak. And he's going to do stuff like this to you. So, alright, I'm going to show you guys this 2-play sequence here from Marcel Reed. This is one of the many reasons that I think that this kid is one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous quarterback coming back next year. He's going to be so much better. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, and it's throws like this that I think are going to get better. So, again, zone, man on the solo side. You got 3 wide receivers to a side, and we're going to get flood. Tight ends on a corner route, and this slot's just going to end up being on a little like curl spot. And Marcel Reed, I'm telling you, so this throw is late, just barely. Like, by NFL standards, this is like a minute late. But college standards, this is kind of late, right? We're going to end up getting 9 yards on it because our receiver is just an athlete after the catch. But I think next year for Marcel Reed is we get to the top of our drop. We're making this read right now. Like, we've decided at this point, when our back foot's here, we are ready to drive the football. His eyes, not looking. He doesn't even know what the concept is yet. He's actually touching the tight end, trying to get hands on him. Like, he doesn't even know. So we need to make that decision right now. By the time his eyes turn around, ball's on his chest. And now this turns into like an, oh shit, these guys are backpedaling by the time he's got the ball. Boy, like, that's the next step for Marcel Reed, is just being confident in what we see with our eyes and I truly do believe he will be there, like, at that point next season. So, following up what I just said with this last play, this is the second play in that sequence, and it's an RPO, and this is what I'm talking about, where the potential is there for him to be able to make these anticipatory throws, because we're going to rip the piss out of the football here on this RPO. Like, this is just, I mean, we know where we're going, and what ends up tripping us up here is this, we're gonna do that mesh fake, and then we need to pump the ball to get enough velocity and just right there in that tight window. And we know we can make these tight window throws. Like, he's got the potential to do it. There's no question about it. It's just a matter of, like, cleaning up our mechanics and really trusting our eyes. And just, oh, man, he's got the velocity. I'm telling you, like, he has the potential. All right, I just got done gassing him up for a little bit. Now I'm going to show you some real ugly, okay? And this is something that they need to clean up, like, today, like yesterday, like 2 weeks ago. Like, we can't play Miami if we're doing stuff like this. This needs to be fixed. Like, this is an offensive meeting room, like QB room. Let's go over this 100 times until it is burned into our head, because we got a lot going on this play here. So we're going to get a relatively clean pocket. It looks like we're trying to work this screen over here or some variation of this flat. It could just be a check down. I'm not entirely sure exactly what's going on in Marcel Reed's head, because he is just looking into the void here. I don't get it. I don't know if the play call, I don't know what's going on, but we're working some sort of like levels variation of some sort. So you have a check down here. He leaks out into the flat, and then this is a crosser with a clear out. And I'm telling, there's a lot of no-nos here. We're rolling out with no routes to the side that we're rolling out to. That's no-no number one. Number two is that we have a clean pocket and we rolled out, which I think is part of the play design. But if that's part of the play design, why did we not hit him? I mean, there's 10 yards of space here before anyone's even near him, and he's looking right at you like, buddy, where's the ball? You know, I don't know. There's just a lot going on here, man. I mean, we're going to use our elite athleticism, and we're going to scramble back, and he's going to end up leaking out, and we're going to throw an incompletion. But this is just an ugly rep in general. Like, I really don't know what the plan is. I mean, literally any option, I mean, except for him, because he's not even looking for the ball. But wide open, nearest defender is about 7.5 yards away, I would say. Something like that, 6 yards, whatever. 10 yards of space here. Shoot, you could run it. Whatever it is, it's not holding on to the ball. That's all I'm saying. And this is just a bad rep. It really is the only, like, ugly one that he had in this entire game here. But yeah, we got to fix this before we play a playoff game. That's evident. This one's just kind of cool because it's a good example of, like, adjustments going on in the middle of the game, like the actual chess match that goes on. So Texas A&M sideline at this point knows that they're going to get man if they go 3-by-1. So 1, 2, 3. They know solo side's going to be man, so what they're going to do, they're going to run kind of like basically verticals and then run him off. Or excuse me, I think he's going to run like a drag or an in or some variation of that. And they're going to take the back, which is now on this side of the field instead of over here. So if you're a Texas A&M fan, you should feel good about this because your coaching staff's actually making decisions in game, okay? And they're going to run the wheel with the running back knowing that there should be a void here, right? Texas just makes a good adjustment here, and their answer is an elite safety named Michael Taffy. Just playing that like he's just heads up, you know, he's coming down to play that flat anyway, like that area of the field, and he just makes a heads up play. And now this is the separator, right? In the college football playoffs, this is the reason that you always give the benefit of the doubt in even matchups to the better quarterback, which definitely Miami, Texas A&M is the battle of the quarterbacks this round for sure. But no, this is just elite athleticism that bails you out here. I mean, the only read on this play is that wheel route. It's all he's looking for, and it's an oh shit, it's covered, and now I'm going to use my one-of-one God-gifted talent to get out of one of the worst pockets that you've seen all day and somehow still get 9 yards. Like, man. Yeah. So this one, just like a concept thing I would clean up, and I'm sure they rep this in practice a bunch of times, but this is basically dagger. So that is another 3x1. Run him off. I think, yeah, so he's going to motion into like a post. And then the tight end's on a crosser. And we got a dig here, a deep dig from 7, KC Concepcion. Yeah, man, we never move off the tight end. And I get it. I mean, I think once he crosses his face, I think you feel like you got a shot. I think end zone cam is going to be a good demonstration of kind of what space we're dealing with. Like, you feel like you should be able to make this throw. You know. But if I know I'm getting zone, which, let's go back here. We know we're getting zone, right? I mean, it's not cover 3 for once, right? But we still like the look. I mean, it's Tampa 2. You got a hole runner, and then you got a deep half. But we like deep digs against Tampa 2. In fact, we love them, you know, and we know the play call. So, yeah, I don't know. I think this was we're going to assume that these two are in lockstep, and because that's how Texas has been playing it, once we cross face here, if we can hit him, he's going to have grass to run. That's kind of the thought process here, but would love to see us looking to take a shot here. So this is the last play that we're going to go over. Eerily similar concept to the last play, except for instead of a clear out, you're going to get curls. I believe he's running one. And then you're going to get a deep cross, and then I think it's either another deep cross or maybe he's underneath. But regardless, this is just an example of how dangerous Marcel is when he's out of the pocket. I mean, you're going to get pressure, and you really have to either spy him or keep him contained, because this kid is just dangerous, man. If you're Miami, like, if I'm thinking about pressuring, like, one of these two needs to be in a spy all the time. If I'm rushing 5, if I'm going to commit 5 or 6 bodies to stopping him, like, you just got to keep him from getting out, because once he's on the run, man, he's one of the most dangerous throwers in the sport. So, anyway, that is pretty much everything I have here.